Imagine, for a moment, a world where those really captivating, sometimes oddly specific viral videos,
Hmm.
you know the ones, are actually conceived and created not by a person, but by an AI, like a tireless digital artist.
Yeah, exactly. Like slicing crystal fruit, right?
Yeah.
With that weirdly satisfying precision. And, it's not science fiction anymore. This is actually happening right now.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're really going to unpack a fascinating blueprint, a fully automated system for AI video creation. Think of it maybe as your own digital factory for potentially viral content.
Hmm. Our source material is this really detailed guide, a genuine step-by-step for building what it calls an AI video factory. We're going to explore exactly how those kind of captivating ASMR glass-cutting videos can be produced at scale.
Yeah, and our mission today, it's really to show you how this whole system works, from an AI basically dreaming up ideas,
Oh,
all the way to videos being published across social media, and importantly, with minimal human touch.
we'll walk you through this setup first, then how the AI generates unique concepts, how those concepts actually become finished videos, and then we'll dive into the economics and maybe the deeper philosophy behind doing automation smartly.
The internet is truly a strange place, isn't it? Millions of people just captivated by videos of knives slowly slicing through glass fruit, like a crystal banana or a glass apple being cut. There's just something incredibly satisfying about it.
And for content creators, this is a huge opportunity. I mean, the digital landscape is so crowded, right? Attention is the currency. But trying to produce visually complex stuff like this every single day, man, that's just a recipe for burnout.
Think about the manual work involved. You've got the lighting, the sound design, the really intricate editing. It's just an enormous amount of effort for one person.
Right.
And this is where clever automation really changes the game. It transforms that manual craft into a scalable system.
Yeah. Yeah, we're essentially hiring like a tiny digital video artist, who's one that works 24/7, just dreaming up beautiful glass things and making these, captivating slicing videos.
So before we even start building, we need to prepare our ingredients and lay out the tools. This initial setup, it's mostly a one-time thing, but doing it thoughtfully makes the whole process way smoother down the line.
Okay, first up, your automation platform. This is going to be the factory floor, the central hub. Tools like n8n or make.com are great. They're visual, so you connect applications like building blocks.
Why visual, though? What's the advantage?
Well, instead of staring at lines of code, you actually see how the data flows.
Hmm.
It makes building, and maybe more importantly, fixing things later, much more intuitive.
Okay, makes sense. Then, the memory bank. Our AI needs to remember what it's already made, right? To avoid just repeating itself.
Exactly. And a simple, free cloud spreadsheet like Google Sheets is perfect for this. It's accessible everywhere. It connects easily to other services through its API. And, a human can easily check it too. Just set up two columns, object and video URL. Simple.
Got it. Next, the AI brains. We need access to a powerful large language model, an LLM. That's the AI that can understand and generate text that sounds human.
Right. Think OpenAI, Anthropic, Google AI, services like that. You'll need an API key from one of them.
Yeah,
Think of it like a secret key you give to a trusted delivery person, lets your platform talk to the AI.
right.
The source we looked at uses OpenRouter, which is neat because it unifies access to lots of different models.
Yeah, and then the actual video production service. This is the specialized AI that creates the video.
Hmm. And using a middleman service, something like Fowl.ai, is often easier than connecting directly to the big models like, say, Google VO3.
Why is that? Why the middleman?
Well, they handle all the tricky server stuff, the management, and they give you one consistent way to order video. Makes life simpler. You just grab their API key, too.
Okay. And finally.
The social media distributor, the publishing department.
Yeah.
A tool to automatically post your finished video everywhere.
Why not just connect directly to YouTube or Instagram?
Because each platform has its own complex and honestly often changing API rules. It's a pain. A service like Blotato specializes in keeping up with all those changes for you. So you connect your accounts, YouTube, Insta, TikTok get their individual account IDs, plus the Blotato service's main API key.
So laying all this groundwork, this upfront prep, it seems critical. But beyond just smoothing things out, what's the bigger, maybe strategic payoff of doing all this setup so carefully?
It's really about building a resilient foundation. You avoid constantly putting out fires later. It sets you up not just for smooth running now, but for scaling up and adapting down the road without rebuilding everything.
All right, foundation lay. Let's talk about the engine, the idea generation module. The goal here is to get the AI to produce a single, unique video idea each time it runs.
Yep, and it all starts with the ignition switch, the scheduled trigger. This node just starts the whole workflow automatically. You set the interval like every 4 hours. That gives you a steady flow, maybe 6 videos a day.
And the first thing it does when it wakes up.
Checks its memory. It uses a Google Sheets node to fetch all the data from that ASMR video memory spreadsheet we set up. Just pulls the list of recent creations.
But that spreadsheet data isn't quite right for the AI you mentioned.
Not directly, no. It's structured for a spreadsheet, not natural language. So there's a quick step using usually a couple of nodes, like an aggregate and maybe a code node, to translate that structured data into just a simple comma-separated string for the AI, like glass pineapple, crystal dragon fruit, glass apple.
Ah, I see. Just a clean list.
Exactly. Makes it easy for the AI to understand what's been done recently.
Okay, then the AI creative director steps in. An AI agent node using our language model.
Right. And the system prompt here is crucial. It's like the job description. You tell it, select one different fruit, one not on the list, that would look visually compelling as a translucent glass object being cut. You give criteria, recognizable shape, practical to cut, elegant in glass, that kind of thing.
And the user prompt.
That just inserts the formatted list of recent objects we prepared. And importantly, you tell the AI to give its answer back in a specific format using structured output, usually JSON. So you get object like glass kiwi and caption like glass kiwi ASMR, nice and tidy.
So by the end of this part, we've got a fresh, unique idea and a caption all packaged up.
Yep, ready for the next stage. Now, about that memory step, feeding the AI its past work. How crucial is that really for preventing repetition? Does it make a big difference?
Oh, absolutely. By explicitly showing the AI its recent history, it intelligently steers away from repeating those specific ideas. It ensures the output feels consistently fresh, not like it's stuck in a loop. Okay, now we move to the video production module. This is where we take that simple idea, like glass pineapple, and turn it into something much more detailed, an artistic vision almost.
Right, and this starts with another AI agent. Let's call it the master artisan. Its only job is to write really detailed video instructions. We're going from a simple concept to a rich, cinematic prompt.
And the art of the prompt is key here, you mentioned.
Totally. It's not just what to show, but the feel, the sound, the style. The system prompt is super detailed. Optimized for a model like Google VO3, 9.16 aspect ratio, cinematic, photorealistic, static, close-up, dark wood board, heavy steel knife.
Wow, specific.
Yeah. It even says the glass should fracture smoothly, not splinter. Video starts right with the slicing. Specifics on the glass color tint, no humans, only hands.
And the sound.
Oh yeah, crucial for ASMR. It asks for 4 distinct audio layers. Crisp knife tap on glass, clean slicing sound, muted wooden knock, and a delicate glass on wood clink when the piece falls. And it emphasizes that initial knife tap sound. Yeah, even with all these specific details, I gotta admit, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself sometimes. Getting the AI to interpret exactly what you meant, getting that perfect tone, it can be tricky. You think you've nailed it, and it comes back with something slightly off. It's a constant learning process, you know. I hear that. So this master artisan AI takes the simple object name, like glass pineapple, uses that detailed system prompt, and outputs this long, descriptive paragraph.
Exactly. And that paragraph becomes the direct input for the video generator service.
Okay, so how do we send that order?
With an HTTP request node. It's like your digital messenger. It carries that detailed order to the video production service, like foul.ai. You set the method to post, meaning create something new, and you use your video service API key to authenticate.
And the body of that request, it's JSON. It includes that detailed prompt from the master artisan, specifies the aspect ratio, 9.120, and sets generate audio to true. Tells the service exactly what you want.
Then comes the waiting game, right? These
Yeah.
videos don't generate instantly.
Nope. And that's where the polling loop comes in. It's essential for tasks that take time. Think ordering coffee at a busy cafe. They give you a buzzer, right? You don't just stare at the barista.
Right, you wait for the buzz.
Exactly. This loop is our digital buzzer system. Conceptually, you build a small loop. First, a wait node pauses things for, say, 5 minutes, giving the system a head start. The response from your initial post request gives you a unique requested your order number.
Okay.
Then a second HTTP request node uses a GET method. It calls a different status check URL from the video service, including that requested. It's basically asking, is order number 123 ready yet? A router node checks the answer. If the status is complete, great, the workflow moves on. If it's in progress, it loops back after another short, wait, maybe 30 seconds, and politely asks again, is it done yet? It just keeps checking until it gets a yes.
Whoa. Imagine scaling this. Millions of videos, maybe, all patiently waiting in these loops, just being created in the background, the sheer volume of content generated automatically.
That's a powerful thought. Really changes the scale of creation.
It really does. Okay, so once the polling loop gets that complete status, there's usually a quick set node just before the next part. Its only job is to grab the final video URL from the polling loop's output and kind of clean things up, removing any other data we don't need anymore.
That polling loop seems like the unsung hero here, ensuring things don't break just because a video takes longer than expected.
Yeah.
What's its absolute core value, would you say?
Robustness. It makes the system resilient to unpredictable delays. It ensures the factory doesn't just grind to a halt if one video takes longer, guaranteeing completion. Mid-roll sponsor read. Okay, the video's finally made. Now it's time to update our memory and share the creation. But you said update the memory first.
Yes, absolutely. Before doing anything else, we record what was just made.
Why delete first, though? You mentioned deleting the oldest entry.
Right. We always want our memory sheet to contain the most recent, say, 7 items. That gives the AI good current context for the next idea. By deleting the oldest row, like row 2 if row 1 is headers, and then adding the new one at the bottom, we create a rolling list. It's a classic first in, first out, or FIFO system, like a queue.
Ah, okay. Like a conveyor belt of ideas. So that involves 2 Google Sheets nodes.
Typically, yeah. One set to delete row 2, and then another one right after set to append row, inserting the new object and the final video roll we got from the production stage.
Got it. Memory updated, now publishing.
Yep, the final step, sending our video out.
And a smart move here, especially at first, is to test using private or unlisted visibility. Just to check the post looks right on each platform before going public.
Makes sense. How's that done automatically? Usually with 4 separate HTTP request nodes. One uploads the video file or provides the URL to your distribution service, like Potato.
Okay.
Then you have 3 more nodes branching off from that upload node, one each for YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Connecting them like this means they can run in parallel, all at the same time, which is faster.
And authentication.
All 4 use your social media distribution service's main API key. Each of the final 3 nodes, YouTube, Insta, TikTok, has a slightly different JSON body. You insert the video URL, the caption we generated way back in the idea stage, and the specific account ID for that platform that you saved during setup.
And once that's all configured, you just switch it on.
Pretty much. You activate the workflow, your autonomous ASMR video factory is now open for business.
So that detail about updating the memory before distributing, why is that sequence so vital? What's the core reason?
It guarantees the system always knows its absolute latest creation before potentially starting the next cycle. It closes the loop, preventing any chance of immediately repeating the same idea.
Okay, but before you set this thing to run 24/7, churning out glass fruit videos, we need to talk economics, right? This isn't free.
Definitely not. Access to high-end AI video models costs money. The source estimated, let's say, roughly $6 for a high-quality 8-second video with generated audio. Could be more, could be less, but let's use that.
Right, so if your workflow runs 6 times a day, like we discussed earlier, your daily cost is around $36.
Which translates to, what, about $1,080 a month?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to frame this correctly. This isn't some kind of get-rich-quick button.
Exactly. It's a strategic investment. You're funding a high-volume content production machine. The thinking is really a numbers game. More volume equals more chances for a video to hit the algorithm just right and go viral.
And the potential value of one viral hit. That can be huge, right? Millions of views could mean significant ad revenue, maybe brand sponsorships, a big jump in followers you can monetize later. For sure. One really successful video could potentially cover months of operating costs. And it gives you a competitive edge, too. This content style is popular, but very few creators can pump it out at this scale manually.
Automation allows a volume that's just physically impossible for a person.
Right. And beyond ads, you can monetize with affiliate links, maybe merchandise, or even use the channel as a sort of portfolio for other video services.
So looking at that, say, $1,000 a month cost, what's the fundamental shift in mindset needed to see that as an investment, not just an expense?
It's about funding a scalable content engine. You're leveraging volume to play the algorithmic game and opening up multiple ways to get a return, not just focusing on the per video cost.
This whole workflow, this glass fruit video factory, it's fascinating on its own, but it feels like it's more than that. It's like a perfect case study in smart automation design, isn't it?
Absolutely. The concepts here, you can apply them to almost any automated system you can think of.
Like what? What are the core principles we can take away?
Okay, first, context is king. A smart system remembers its past actions. That simple Google Sheet acting as short-term memory. It stops the AI making repetitive choices, keeps things fresh,
Yeah.
embrace uncertainty. The real world, especially AI generation, isn't instant. It takes unpredictable time. The system doesn't fail. It uses that professional polling loop to patiently check status. Makes it robust. Third, work in parallel. Time's valuable. Publishing to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok simultaneously at the end, that makes the final step as fast and efficient as possible.
And fourth?
Designed for autonomy. From the scheduled trigger starting it all to the automatic memory updates, the system manages itself. The goal of great automation is minimal, ongoing human babysitting for core tasks.
Right. Let it run itself.
And finally, modularity. Each part, idea gen, video prod, distribution is its own module. That's key. You can swap out one part, like maybe try a new video AI service later, without having to rebuild the entire factory.
It really is an extraordinary time we're living in. The ability to just have an idea, have an AI create professional level video, distribute it globally, and the system manages itself. That felt like pure science fiction just a few years back.
For sure. And this ASMR factory is just one example. You could adapt this exact structure, right? Automated news summaries, little history fact shorts, product demo clips.
The underlying pattern holds.
Yeah. The idea engine, the prompt artisan, the production team, the distribution manager. Those roles remain the same, just the specifics change.
And it's important to remember, automation like this, it's not really about replacing human creativity, is it?
Not at all. It's about amplifying it. It's a tool, a powerful one, that takes away the tedious, repetitive, time-sucking parts of making stuff.
Which frees you up.
Frees you up to focus on what humans do best. The strategy, the analysis, coming up with the next brilliant idea in the first place. You basically have the whole blueprint now.
So, stepping back from the build itself, what's the ultimate takeaway here about automation and human creativity working together?
Automation handles the drudgery, the rote tasks. This elevates the human role to strategist, innovator, focusing on higher-level thinking and genuine creative breakthroughs.
So recapping the big picture, this AI Video Factory deep dive really shows how you can automate complex content creation, truly end-to-end.
Yeah, it uses connected services, these smart AI agents, and some clever logic like loops to handle pretty much everything automatically.
But it's definitely not just about ASMR videos. This is a powerful, adaptable blueprint for almost any kind of scalable content strategy.
It really highlights the power of intelligent system design and thinking strategically about investing in these AI tools.
So here's a thought for you, the listener, to maybe chew on. What repetitive creative task in your own life or maybe in your work could be fundamentally transformed if you applied these same automation principles?
The tools are definitely here. The blueprint's pretty clear now. The next step really, well, that's always up to you, isn't it?
We really hope this deep dive sparked some aha moments, maybe inspired you to explore what's becoming possible with intelligent automation.
Yeah, absolutely. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning. Out T-Row music.